another of our master students, Seungho Jang. Please clap for Seungho. Seungho has been part of this family for the last 3 years and a half, and we were so excited that he decided to do the master with us. His advisor is Alan Chase. Where's Alan? Right there. Again, please clap for Alan. And as part of his panel member, yes, Mr. John Lockwood. Big clap. Welcome, John. And the presentation is called S.H.A.P.E. Go, Seungho.
Good afternoon, colleges, faculty, and esteemed guests. My name is Seungho Jang from Seoul, Korea. It is a great honor to present my culminating experience, and I'd like to thank you all for sharing your time. Today, I'd like to share with you my final culminating experience that will include my time in the Global Jazz Institute. This is my story as a musician and person. I'll be looking back up in the past of my life and then try to gather my most important and inspiring experience from my musical journey thus far. This also includes my family and personal life experiences. The idea came from here. Since I studied at BGJI, it has challenged me to grow and gain experience from new concepts presented. This concept helped me to form and find the shape of myself. From this word, shape, I have made my own definition with each letter of this word. So, S is for spiritual, H is for heart, A is for ability, P is for personality, E is for experience. The first is spiritual. This idea connects with my country of birth, South Korea. Also, I pray for rebellion to North Korea and wish for the peaceful unification of South and North Korea. Inspired by this concept, I arranged and recorded this track that combines the Korean national anthem and the traditional bird song. This song has 3 movements. The first movement is the Korean anthem before the issue happened that caused a split in North and South Korea. At the time, we shared the same national anthem. The second movement speaks to comfort to the North Korea folks about their tragedy of starving, coldness, and the corrupt governmental system. The third movement is a Korean traditional bird song, which tells a story that means hope in finding freedom to North Korea. Please enjoy this arrangement. Thank you. Uh, the second letter means heart. I'd like to mention my family, in particular my niece, Seungho Jang. I composed my song dedicated to her. She is 5 years old. Spending time with her, I discovered that children are innocent human beings and they do not think about their worries, only joys. This is a quality I learned from her quickly and can also be shared among all of us. Thank you. And the third part, third letter is ability. This speaks to my upbringing and background as a Christian. When I was grew up, my parents taught me many lessons on how to live the Christian life. This is a characteristic that I focus and imply to my music every day. This is my arrangement of a hymn song called "Purify My Heart." Thank you. And the fourth letter is personality. My classical background and experience in combination with my world music experience includes jazz and diverse list music of the Americas. The song I arranged and recorded in Baixanas, Brasilia's number 5, composed by Villa Lobos. Hope you guys enjoy. Thank you. The last and fifth letter is experience. Just speak of my studies in Korea and America, and my struggle to become a well-rounded, diverse musician of a high caliber. The song I composed is a tune called "In the Wilderness." Hope you guys enjoy. Thank you. The reason for the title, I do like to say spiritual, heart, ability, personality, experience. These 5 words can influence and draw people of all walks of life and background together. If I can convey this shape in my music, I can hopefully bring people and society close together in peace and harmony. Thank you.
Wonderful. Seungho, Matt, would you like to start talking, or maybe you want to start?
Yeah, that was great, Seungho. I thought the music was beautiful, especially the opening, the spiritual thing. That really moved me with the pictures changing. Did you guys look at those pictures while you were before you recorded or while you recorded?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it really
Like-
that struck me as that's what was happening. So it really fit perfectly.
Uh-huh.
If there's only one criticism, I thought you could have done some more of the movement, the interchanging pictures with the music as we got into it. But it was all the way through. It was wonderful, I thought.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Terry.
Yeah, one thing that's great for me, just learning so much about so many different cultures through this Global Jazz Institute experience. So thank you for that. Thank you for sharing. The slides were very touching. And there's such a certain amount of, innocence and purity and honesty in your recording your original songs as well as your arrangements. I particularly like this last piece as well as the little girl dancing, which I guess those were the other three were more based on arrangements of the traditional folk song and the
right.
Yeah, so it's interesting because I can hear all of the different influences, classical influence, the jazz influence, and I think it comes out as an original voice.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I like your arranging too, but I really liked your original pieces. So I think you really captured what you're saying, and I think that this is what we're all trying to do. I feel personally. I mean, some people may not, but I feel like this is what we're all trying to do. But it's hard. So it's great that you got this time to focus on doing that, and I'm hoping that you continue to do it and develop it even further. And it was inspirational, so thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Seungho, congratulations on this project. The music is great. I think it's excellent. The results, as you know, we've talked about it a lot. I wanted to say that you were very focused throughout the entire year. You came in with basically something like this idea. You worked very quickly. You were already recording things in December. You had recorded tracks that were excellent. Good, well-notated compositions that help the musicians play their best because it's clear and well thought out. And what we can't always hear from these excerpts is that you have a great sense of form, and the pieces feel, to me, listening to them all the way through, like some of them are 7 or 9 minutes or something. They have really good pacing. They're patient, but they grow and they build, and then they end when they should end, which is not easy. In improvised music doesn't always happen. It can be great, and you did a good job with that. And another compliment I want to give you is that you're and I've mentioned this to you personally, but I want to say it publicly, is that your patience on the instrument and in an ensemble is really valuable and really beautiful thing. Like when you're playing the hymn or some of these things, even though you have a lot of technique and you're very confident in the high register and you can get around the bass very well, and I hear the influence of your great teacher, I also hear that you trust the notes you're playing. You place the notes just the right place in time, intonation, and tone, and they speak and they ring and they sound great when you play simple. So you know how to play simple and complicated, and I think that's really special. And it's going to make you a very valuable collaborator and ensemble player with other people. People are going to love that, playing with you. So, and you're in a great group of musicians here. I just wanted to point that out and support that, because sometimes, especially in an educational situation, we want to overplay to show what we can do. Mm-hmm. I feel it even now, it's a temptation all the time to not keep it simple, but sometimes it's the right thing to do, and you did it very well. I don't have any questions because we've worked very closely together all year.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Seungho, beautiful, beautiful playing. I want to just highlight your articulation. Mm-hmm. Very, very nice.
Thank you.
Very nice playing. What I noticed was in the slides. I think that that was a way to see inside of your process for me.
Uh-huh.
There was only one slide that didn't have the human form in it.
Which,
I thought that was very interesting and very telling.
mhm.
So you connect. I didn't see landscapes, even though you said it was about country. I saw people.
Uh-huh.
I saw portraits, little girl dancing, which was, I could see the little girl dancing.
Thank you.
And then when it shifted,
Mhm.
it seemed like it was a self-portrait. Ability in that section, the refiner's fire. I mean, that phrase caught my ear. From there to the end seemed like a self-portrait,
Uh-huh.
and ended with "in the wilderness," which it was very expressive. It seemed to tell me a lot about you,
Yeah.
the whole piece. Very nice.
Seungho, I think this is a great trio album. You know, listening to it, I would say, I would love listening to it, not even knowing what the message is. You know, with it's trade BGJI that you're all writing music with a message, but it brought to mind there's this piece by Krzysztof Penderecki, and he wrote a piece called Etude for 51 Strings. Nobody knew anything about it. And then he retitled it Threnody for the Victims of Hiroshima. And it became this powerful piece, And when I listen to this music, it's powerful. The one thing that hit me was your bass lines. The Earth's gravity pulls bass lines down. It's like you resolve, why do things resolve down? The Earth's gravity pulls it down. I hear you going against the gravity. Maybe it's playing in the zero gravity room or something, but you're not always, your bass lines are ascending, which sounds very spiritual to me. So you have this programmatic sense of what's going on. I think that's really wonderful. With the girl dancing, listening to the music, I wouldn't know there was a girl dancing, but if you told me it's a girl dancing, I could hear the teeter-totter of her,
Uh-huh.
almost falling, almost. So I think this is, what I'm hearing is this interdisciplinary thing of the imagination of what music does.
Uh-huh.
It does portray a picture. Like, listen to this, and this is, I think, a good skill. Listen, does this sound spiritual? If you were to tell me spiritual, heart, ability, personality, experience, and say, match these tunes up to what they are, I don't think I could do it. But if you tell me, listen to this spiritually, to listen to this with heart and ability and personality, I could do it, And I think that's the power of improvisation, or again, when you look at the BGJI thing of looking at the world through the lens of music. I think you're doing that very well. And as Alan mentions, your bass playing is great. You're dancing through the music, which is beautiful. The one thing, the Villalobos piece is one of my favorites, and the original, it's like, excuse my double tongue, I'm a flute player, but it's pizzicato celli,
Yeah.
and they're all like a cello orchestra,
Right.
and they're playing this, and then the singer comes in. I thought it hit me knowing the piece. It's like, wow, man, you had to check out the changes, give the piano player the changes, rhythmicize the changes, and then when you decided to play the melody, you come in with a pizzicato melody. Dum, 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 dum. Like, wow, so it's almost the reverse of what the piece is, where the lyric part The piano sounds like the lyric part, and then your melody is actually pizzicato. So I think there was a lot of play on things. But again, this is very nice music, and congratulations. It's beautiful stuff. Thank you.
Seungho, I can't help it, but being very personal about what I was hearing, because I kind of like, being with you for the last 3 years and seeing you in all our activities, and I don't want to be Italian melodramatic here, but by listening to this music now, I always see you in that position of being supportive to every single ensemble, and being kind of always the voice that is complementary to every leader that went through, whether we're artists or we're like students, and they all bring their idea and their vibe. And I saw you being there and being, like Alan say, patient and always trying to fit whatever the situation needed, with so much artistry, but humbleness and being always so responsible, serious. And now to hear this project as a leader and be so convincing, having such a strong voice that represent everything that you've shown us, and I think everybody here agree with this, and it's very emotional for me, and I agree with everybody comment, especially Terry Lynn. You really are kind of showing who you are through your music. So I want to thank you and compliment you for that. Beautiful. Seungho. Wow.
I cannot thank you, for all you guys supporting and considerations. You guys made me. Thank you.
Bravo. Cats are next.